Hello, and welcome to my favorite part of any Fallout game, the very beginning. I enjoy making new characters and coming up with interesting ideas. So let's just get this started, and as we go through the vault, the beginning sequences, I'll talk about my idea for this character.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family.
Okay, well, with the cinematic done and the Overseer, well, temporarily done, she'll start talking again, I think, once we move through the vault. So I'm going to go ahead and create this guy's face and give him a name, and I'll probably skip ahead to when I'm finished with that, and then we can proceed. All right, here we go. Turns out I'm terrible at customizing characters' appearance, so he doesn't look all that much different. But this is our fresh-faced, optimistic vault dweller who's about to go out into the world and have some adventures. So this playthrough is going to be, it's going to have to do with something that anybody who's experienced with this game is familiar with, and that's RNG. And if you've played this game, you know how terrible it is, how terrible RNG is. So this character is going to embrace the RNG. We won't be doing any crafting of any kind, no weapons, no armor, won't be cooking, won't be making ammo. We'll only be able to use what drops in the world from random drops. Can't take help from other players, can't buy anything from player vendors. We can modify things. We can add mods to weapons and armor, with the exception of legendary effects. The only legendary items that we're allowed to use are ones that are random drops from either creatures or events, or those that we get from the purveyor. So with that, we're going to get through the vault, and then at that point we'll talk about the last little bit of the randomization part of this game, or of this playthrough. And away we go.
You have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own missions.
Stay fed.
Out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer. Signing
If
off.
you get injured, and you will get
Message repeats in 24 hours. System breakdown.
one of Vault 76's last remaining residents finally awakens. Again.
So this is where we can find out what the Overseer's mission is.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
Okay, so her mission is to go secure the nukes, and our mission is to find her.
Your camp is the key to survival and rebuilding. Never stop learning.
Glasses
Be the
and a
best
pen.
that you can be.
That should help us take over the world. And perk cards. Okay, so here comes the next bit of RNG. So we have a level up, and my normal thing, pretty much with any playthrough, at least in the beginning, is to add a point into agility and take Action Boy. So that's what we're going to do. However, in this playthrough, we're not allowed to use any perk cards from level ups. We can only use perk cards from perk card packs. So whatever the game throws at us is what we're going to be stuck with. I can still, allocate the specials however I want, but that'll be somewhat determined by what perk cards I have, to use.
Arrivederci. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen.
And here we are. We finished our first quest. We're just big old heroes. So one more thing about perks, the last thing about perks, is we have legendary perks, and because I have a character over 300 on this account, I have access to all the perk card slots. But since this is an RNG playthrough, we're not allowed to choose which legendary perks we get. So what I'm going to do is switch the screen here. And here we have a wheel with all the legendary perks listed. So what I'm going to do for the first perk, and all the perks, but I'm only going to do one every once in a while. Whatever it lands on is what we have to take. So let's hope it's something useful. Legendary Charisma. So that is the perk that we have to use to start off our first legendary perk. So here we are, Legendary Charisma, somewhere in the list. Boom. Still there? Yep. Alright. So, and I'll sprinkle those in from time to time until we have all 6 of them selected. So, and there are quite a few that are completely useless, so we'll just have to see how lucky we get. So my normal course would be to check that area out over there. But first we're going to go talk to the robot. And then to the young ladies down at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, sir. Those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil?
Yeah, I really am only interested in finding the
Well,
overseer.
yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right.
Let's see. Any information on the outside
Until
world?
quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out of the vault, and otherwise reveled in Appalachia's natural splendor. But very recently, it seems people have come back to Appalachia. Those two and more to boot. The non-vault sort, you understand. It's all very concerning. Who knows what they might be up to?
All right.
Do be
See
careful
you
out
later.
there, sir.
All right, let's go talk to
Got to
them.
be a way in there.
Maybe... Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there! Whoa, whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open?
It is not.
God damn it. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around.
See, she mentions caps, which would mean nothing to someone who's lived in a vault, right? So I kind of wish there was a dialogue option to ask about that. But there isn't.
You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure.
Yeah, I think you've got bad information.
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps.
You know,
No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
yeah. See, this is such a weird. I mean, this is why I'm talking to them before going over to the other direction, is to get a weapon. But that's such a weird option, right? Like, you're coming out of the vault, you've had nobody attacking you, nothing, and your first thought is to ask strangers for a weapon. But that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, now that you mention it, I guess I could spare these. Here.
What did she give me? Let's see. Is there any? Let's see. Info about the area would be nice.
About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard.
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire.
What's the rest of the world like?
We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable, well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. But it's better than where we've been.
How about any other vault dwellers you see go by?
If your overseer crossed our path, she sure wasn't broadcasting it. Sorry. You might ask at the Wayward. Seems like they set themselves up to be a natural stopping point.
I guess that's what we'll do.
Watch yourself out there.
Okay, so normally they just give you a machete, at least previously. So having that 1 point of extra charisma from the legendary perk actually had a benefit. So we've got a pipe-bolt action pistol and a machete. And the machete's actually why I went over there. Wooden spoon, sure, why not? So we're going to go back up this direction. gun loaded? It is. Oh, 7 whole bullets. Okay. Let's take from that corpse. And these little guys, the machetes, so we can fight them without using up ammo. Alright, and you want to look in every container at the beginning, because you can get all kinds of useful stuff. Of course, in the beginning, everything could be useful. It's one of the reasons I like the beginning of a playthrough. The main reason, actually, is that everything you get is an upgrade, since you start with nothing. And also, as you can see, I mean, my character has no armor, but when you're low level, the enemies are low level. They just don't do much to you in terms of damage. So, probably up until about level 10, you can manage just fine with little to no armor. Area looting is so nice. Okay, and we also want to have a weapon equipped when we search containers. Gives us a better chance of getting armor, or sorry, getting ammo that's relevant to our weapon. Oh, stealth boy, nice. There's still something somewhere. Oh, there you are. Alright, that should be the last of them for this area, and then I can just check all the containers. Pick up everything. Alright, now we have a little more ammo. Alright, and we have another pipe bolt action pistol. So that'll help us learn mods. I definitely want to pick up every weapon and every armor piece I come across. Just even if it's not useful in the moment, I can scrap it to learn mods. Since I'm not allowed to craft weapons for that purpose, stuff I find is the only way I'm going to do it. Alright, I think that's everything there. And I did find a wooden leg, which gives us almost nothing, but whatever. Oh, pipe pistol. I was thinking they were the same. Alright. Now we know where we're headed. Wayward is over here, from where we are, but we can detour. There's a location over here you can see on the map. So we're just going to go that way. Dead cats? Sure. Dead couple with dead cats. Now I'm going to try to avoid picking up gunpowder since it's just going to be added weight. I won't be able to use it for anything because, you know, crafting. Oh, I hear shooting.
Now that people have come back to this area,
And I
they'll
hear
all wanna be
giant
setting up
bugs.
places like Foundation.
Alright, tick blood sac. Gotta try and remember not to scrap that, since that can be useful at some point.
further out we expand our influence, the more people we can help.
That is great.
This, fix that. Never seems to end.
Cute. What's going on?
I need a drink after this.
Does he have anything to say? I don't...
Hey there. Well, in my downtime, I love reading those magazines. How about you? Have you read them before?
I love reading magazines.
I have a few spares that I scavenged. Oh, I like to escape by reading the Unstoppables. You want it?
Sure. I'll take it.
Hope you enjoy.
I think with magazines, what I'm going to do, and bobbleheads, I don't really want to be a collector. I'll just start read them right away. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see, the food meters are okay.
It's hard work making a living out here.
Let's see what we can get over here. Take all their stuff. I'm sure they won't miss it. Cooked food is good. If I can avoid raw meat, I will.
Yeah, might need a little bit more salt. It's time to turn over a new leaf. To restore this land of glory. Clean up this, fix that. It never seemed to end.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they had more dialogue options. Went in there. Alright, well, let's scrap what we have and move on.
It's just about time to eat.
Oh, I didn't put the party hat on. I might as well put the party hat on because, you know, why not? And glasses make us look smarter. Holy crap. Wow, there's someone has a base and there's excitement
now that people
going
have come
on.
back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Alright, let's move in this direction. So we have a lumber yard up here, and hopefully we can find some good, useful things. And more ticks. There's another one right here somewhere. Do I have a... Oh, I do have a bobby pin. One bobby pin. Got it. Oh, sweet. We got some armor. No idea if it's any good. It is better than no armor. Beer is good. Any kind of food and alcohol, or food and drink is good. Yeah, if you make a beeline for the Wayward, you know, follow the quests as they do it, you'll miss a lot of scrounging. The scrounging can really help you from running out of things early on. Plus, it's a good way to learn the mechanics of the game in an easy area. I mean, ticks are creepy and annoying, but they're not really going to do much to you. Let's see what we got up here. Ah, first bit of luck. The hunting rifle's here. That can often go missing if you leave the vault close to when another player leaves the vault. Alright, we definitely want to be using that. What? Maybe not. Nope, not yet. Not until I'm level 5. Alright. Didn't realize that was level locked. I'm pretty sure that's not always the case. I think that's generally a level 1 item. I know I've been able to use that weapon on other playthroughs when I got here, and I'm only level 2. at this point. There's not a lot of chance to level between here and the vault. So that is okay. Go see if there's anything good in here. Bowling ball, not so much. Empty. Empties. Oh, great mentats. That's good for lower selling prices.
Lumberjack
I don't anticipate doing a lot of buying and selling.
And also works all day.
Okay, well, we have some rad stags. Normally I would just kill them and eat them, but that would require cooking, which I can't do. So let's just go over to the farm here and see if there's anything good. All kinds of good junk. Oops, I hear something. Alright, that does the job. Does the job nicely. Anybody else around? No, not close. Alright. So let's just grab up this stuff. Those raw materials are going to be good for making modifications to our weapons and armor at some point. Alright, well, we'll sort that out later. Alright, let's check out this building up here. Joys of one perception.
Not.
Plasma cartridge. Well, that'll come in handy and far into the future when we start getting plasma weapons. But not now so much. Yeah, at some point carry weight will be an issue because getting a backpack is going to take quite a while. Since our first chance at a backpack will actually be one that we can craft, but we can't craft. So we'll have to go with a little bit more involved option to give us an actual backpack, not just a plan. So pretty much our carry weight is going to be our strength, and that's it. I guess the one that was in here must have been one of the ones that shot, or that I shot down there must have been. Alright. I hear a cat. And beer. Hi, cat. Let's see, it's probably... I do want to maintain... yeah, food we're really kind of hurting on. No, everything we're hurting on. Let's drink some dirty water. Yeah. I mean, it is beneficial from... fully fed gives us +1 strength, which will help with the carry weight. And fully hydrated gives us extra AP regeneration, which helps a lot too. So I do want to maintain those, even though eating and drinking is not required per se. Yeah, early on this game really is, well, I guess depending on how you play it, the way I play it, it really is a lot of looting. Put on a hard hat, do a little village people impersonation. Yeah, early on I do a lot of looting just because it's helpful to get those materials, and it's helpful when you can grab weapons and learn mods, because that can make quite a bit of difference on how effective your weapons are, how useful your armor is. So it can be kind of slow going, but now we're off to the down the road. The next stop will be the Wayward, I think. Yeah, looks like the next stop is going to be the Wayward. And here we have the Wayward. And here we have the Overseer's camp. I said we have, there we go. And our first supply dump we can get right here. Scrap all the junk. And we'll use our first of many magic stash boxes where we can put our junk. And we can find another one and access our junk. Lots of ammo, dog food, nice. Food. Food, food, food. Alright. One thing I'm going to do before I go in there is to sleep. That'll give us a slight buff to our experience for an hour. Give us an extra 5%, I think. Alright. Let us go in and talk to the people. Place looks kind of rough.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you.
Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you?
Well, let's take advantage of that extra charisma. And why don't you just put your gun down?
Outnumbered? Shit. Fine. But don't think this is the end.
Only for you, honey. No one pulls a gun on me in my bar. Mort! Get out here!
Yeah? What, Duchess?
Jesus! You let one of those monsters in here?
Hey! You want to see if there's a tomorrow? Then I want you to tell me where you and the rest of your numbskull crew is hiding out. Mort, what was that?
Called me a monster. Alright, what? He was gonna kill us.
You know, we could have asked him some questions.
Oh. You know what? It's safer this way anyway.
I suppose.
Yeah,
Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day.
Yeah, the downside about Mort shooting him instead of us shooting him is we can't loot his body. Hello.
Huh. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
Everyone keeps talking about this treasure. What's up with that?
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business.
Well, looking for my overseer. What, have you seen her?
Overseer, huh? So you must be the one. No, I haven't seen her, but I have heard her. My people found a tape she left behind for one of her dwellers at that camp across the way, though it is a bit out of date now. Maybe you're the one she left it for.
Right.
I'm happy to hand it over. Though, now that we've drifted naturally onto the topic of helping one another, maybe there's something you could do for me in return.
Okay. What is that?
Just agreeing to lend us a hand in a little diplomatic intervention. See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
And you'll give me the tape if I help you?
Sure will. Throw some caps your way, too.
Well, I have no idea what caps are because there's no dialogue option to find out. But since I'm insane, sure, I'll help you.
That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
How about Salisbury steak?
Not sure I've got enough on hand, unfortunately. No. We're gonna draw them in by making them think you're Crane. Just give me 1 second.
Okay, I'm sure this plan isn't stupid at all.
Okay, I think I'll just...
Yeah, that's really not the most flattering.
I just want you to know,
Flattering
architecture
view
ain't
of her.
exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
Sure. Let's just say yes.
That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road?
Why, yes I am. But I think you're going to need to pay me for that, a little more.
It is a lot to ask. Fine. I could do 75, but that's as high as I'll go. That means you're up to the task?
Sure, 75, whatever it is that we're talking about, sure.
Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The Wayward gets left alone. And here, that overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Oh, we got some bottle caps, so I guess now we know what caps are. I love her plan. Her plan is to build a sign to lure out the bad guys. To me, that seems like something, you know, Wile E. Coyote would do to get the Roadrunner. But, whatever. We got some food here. We have another level up, but it's not one that's going to give us perk cards. Let's talk to Mr. Morty over here.
Glad to hear Vault Tech actually took care of some of their people. You hear these rumors, right, about him just throwing folks to the wolves. Here's some rations and a fancy suit. Good luck. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now. Because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you?
Yeah, what happened to you?
Allergies. Learned the hard way I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry. Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday. Now, you see, I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlocked the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us schools. Not the most flattering name, but still, beats being vaporized.
I like Mort. Let's ask him about the camp instructions.
Listen, Fred, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return.
And what is that?
All right, listen, I got this plan. You're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this sets all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you Volters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think.
Sure, I can do that.
You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about?
There is nothing else.
Some other time then.
All right. So we have a quest, which is what? Main. Listen to the Overseer's camp log and... Oh, our crazy sign building thing. Okay. What did she give us for... Oh, so we have the parts we need for that. I don't really think... I mean, there's a bit of junk in here, but I don't think I want to bother looting it. You know, since we won't be crafting from scratch, our needs for junk will not be as big as they could be. Let's go to the Overseer's camp and listen to the Overseer's tape. Camp.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals? Haywire bots? No people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in... what I can confirm is... hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer. signing off.
Alright, so we have 2 quests to pursue at the moment. We have going to Flatwoods, which is down that way. Looking for the next tape. Or maybe the Overseer will be there, but no. Or we can do, we also have the treasure hunting sign to build that and lure out the bad guys. Yeah. I think what we're going to do is end the first part here. I think this is a good stopping point. And pick it up, and we'll chase down, I don't know, one of those 2 things. So if you've made it this far, I'm surprised and I'm grateful. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you.